Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here's Levis. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. Levis sets up to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Half 18, half 18.
Throwing Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it up.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it. I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. They ought to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Levis to throw it. He finds Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard
Running
line.
left, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Levis, he's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Levis. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So
Touchdown, Titans! Traylon Burks, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. Breaks through the contact. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They begin with Henry, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's taken to the 26. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using it.
Now he's into the clear. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 9.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Levis and the Titans now
down by 11, 2:14 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Reload.
Now Levis.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short, it's Levis.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Bobby Okereke in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley shifts by him. And boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Barkley.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Gano for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.